Good, MP.
Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, MP out there with Bailey. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. And Holiday has it in the corner. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's Durant on the wing. Off target from outside. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to New York.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Here's Capella after the basket by Utah. Capella sets a screen for Thompson. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And, Richard, you were telling me before the game you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
A nice shot by Katie.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
MP from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
We talk about MP's confidence a lot. There he showed it, pulling up off the dribble and nailing
shot.
Just to Holiday. Again, the Rockets score. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. MP passes to Filipowski. Now Bailey. Three-pointer, Markkanen drops in the tray. Markkanen's got a couple of threes now in the first for Utah.
How about the confidence? Markkanen looking fearless from the corner.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He picked up 54 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Durant. He had 25 points last game. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Bailey. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Now, here's MP. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Shot by Eason, no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now, here's Durant. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Markkanen passes to Filipowski with the fadeaway. And again, it's Utah.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, Kevin Durant. From deep three-point land. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes. Making some changes. Tari Eason's checked in for Okogie. Durant comes in for Smith. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepard. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Collier. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's MP. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Smith sets the pick for Holiday. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Another miss by Utah.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring? The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. He took him right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
MP passes to Nurkic. And here's MP for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Finney-Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. it's Smith, top of the key. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Kevin?
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And so, MP will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Nailed from three-point land. KD's got 11 points.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Bailey comes in for Collier. Here's MP. Great touch on the 16-footer. 13 points in the game.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
To the inside. And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Bailey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And now a 5-point Jazz lead. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Capella. Thompson, high post. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Now, here's Thompson. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Durant. Using his length inside. Durant.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
MP getting it done for Utah. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire. Fellas, what's the energy like in the locker room when you're in a game like this?
Kenny didn't even have locker rooms when he played. He was shooting in peach baskets and riding his horse to the game.
Shaq, I'm not much older than you. I'm only 7 years older. What are you
Lies,
talking
Kenny. You're making this stuff up. Lies.
You know, I couldn't make this stuff up even if I wanted to. And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys...
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Clint Capella is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called Supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Bailey. It's rebounded by Houston.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Holiday left side. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The 3 from MP. The Rockets pull it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Holiday, the pass to Eason. Holiday against MP. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
In the corner, it's Kessler. Filipowski with it. 6 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for Utah.
Already a solid shooter. When you play off Markkanen, you risk getting burned.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Back to Eason. Pass to Durant. And he converts the layup. Durant's got 20 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by Capella.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. MP, good.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Utah with a change here, too. Collier's checked in.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
MP, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to MP from deep. And the Jazz another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
MP against Holiday. Smith right side. Holiday attacking. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Filipowski, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Holiday finds Smith, and it's off from three-point range. On the wing, MP. And the Jazz, another three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Jazz. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great.
With a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Smith. Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Filipowski. Bailey out there with MP. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at center. Outside Durant, lock at 6. Shoots over Markkanen. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Durant.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Cleared away by Eason. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The three doesn't go. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. They've led by as much as 10.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
KD against Markkanen. Durant connects inside.
KD has such a tight handle, especially at his size. The man's a future Hall of Famer.
MP. And they get it back. Launches from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
KD looking around. The 10-foot jumper hits.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
Fires away from outside. MP with the long triple. Rockets trail by 10. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Thompson outside. Now Capella. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. MP. 3. Good.
MP looking solid from there.
Houston now. Time running out. Durant. Jumper is off. Utah shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Jazz.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
A new lineup here for Houston. The shot misses.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Driving in. Puts up a 3. Trained from outside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Nurkic against Adams. Smith. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Now MP lets loose a three. Cans it from downtown. MP's got 48.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Big win for you guys, MP. We know when your team turns up the defensive intensity, you hit another level. You had a few steals tonight that seemed to ignite your side. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's a decent baseline, but I feel like I could do this every game and then some. No reason I can't average 5 steals a game.
I'm pretty sure that would be a record.
Well, I'm a record-setting kind of guy. Nothing is out of my reach if I set my mind to it. You feel me?
I do, MP. Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Jordan Poole.
and he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Jordan Poole out there with Murray. And it's Messi in at center, filling out the middle. And for Utah, they've got MP, Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Bailey in at the 2 spot. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here's Murray. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Markkanen finds MP. The 3 ball. And he buries his first look.
Oh, wow. How about the handles from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
Murray scanning the floor. From the stripe. That's short off the rim. Pass to MP. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Filipowski. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Poole, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Jones, the pass to Murray. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. MP shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Utah has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Markkanen, the pass to MP. Now Kessler. Back to MP. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Utah.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pelicans trail by 9. Murray passes to Poole. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Kicks it out to MP. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bailey. And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. You look at the Hawks, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
You know, right now for Utah, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed. And they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Poole's got room, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
No waiting around from Poole. He got rid of it quickly.
And here's MP from outside. Kept alive. Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope. Yeah, he's really off. He needs to stop forcing things and move that ball.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Now here's Messi. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Almost.
Jones, the pass to Williamson. Here's Machovic. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
It has been special watching Zion since he came into the league, hasn't it, Stan?
Look, B.A., I'll tell you this. Zion is unique in the way he plays the game. Not many guys are even capable of doing the things he does. Players like him don't come around often.
Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Collier, then it's MP, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group for Utah right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Houston really lit up the floor. He dropped 48 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Alvarado. Will it go? That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Collier. Yet to see a basket. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Williamson, right side. Shoots over Filipowski. Shots blocked.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the paint. Utah moving the ball around. Minute 32 left in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. MP's got 21 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. For the Jazz, Kessler, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. Messi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray comes in for Alvarado. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
6 to shoot. The fader. The bank shot, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And here's New Orleans now. After the basket by Utah, Murray's shot is good.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. MP outside. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 24.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Poole. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
MP way outside. Another 3 for Utah. 8 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Stolen by MP. He's off on that one. And so it's Utah in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Utah Jazz.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
My main man, MP, making a statement, putting the league on notice. He's a problem.
Yeah, as good as he is already, he's just getting started. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the four. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the center position.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Brian, back to you.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
And so it's Poole with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Banked it in off the glass. Poole's got 6.
And you see the quickness Poole possesses, as well as how well he adjusts fighting through contact.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Here's MP. And there's another one for the Jazz.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
The Pelicans have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Markkanen. Bailey's got his third basket on the night right there. Murray passes to Poole. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. 4 on the clock. Back to Murray. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Now Murray. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Murray's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Basket's good.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Murray from outside. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. MP against Murray. MP, the pass to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to MP from behind the arc. Another three for Utah.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And again, it's Utah with a three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Murray from outside. He drops it from range. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
MP shot is good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
23 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Murray against MP. Right side Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 10.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And the basket by MP.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's Utah, showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game. And with making a switch here. MP's checked in. And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. Misi, he's checked in for Matkovic. Jones comes in for Bay. Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Hawkins. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Alvarado. Williamson passes to Poole. The three. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Collier is out there with MP. Then there's George Niang. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now. And it's Poole with the ball for New Orleans. He takes it in. Pass to Misi. Murray from outside. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Another one falls. Amazing.
There it is. 50 points for him, and the record is his.
Boy, I'm in awe of his season. To have this many 50-point games is just something most players dream of.
Yeah, and to see MP overtake Wilt Chamberlain, this is a generational season he's having.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Poole. Rebounded by Nurkic.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to MP. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Murray with it. Here's Jones. Count it. Good. Jones has gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, I think Murray is at his most effective when he's focused on creating plays for others.
A deep 3 from MP. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
To the inside. Here's Misi. That shot is off. Nurkic with some nice D. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 12-3 run.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And the wins have been piling up for them. Tonight will be their 58th of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And Williamson throws it down.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
And here are the Pelicans now. Jones misses. Here's Collier, guarded by Poole. MP outside from deep. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 59 points.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Nice job on the win and a solid job on the glass. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Come on, you saw me out there. I was focused on effort more than anything tonight. If my effort's where it should be, good things happen for us. And rebounds all about effort. Most importantly, we got the win. So, yeah, just got to keep that up and string together a bunch more, and we'll be looking good.
Well, we're rooting for you, MP.
Thank you.
Ryan, back to you.
Thank you, Dominic. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Wow, what a fun matchup, Doris, we have here tonight, featuring two teams that love to shoot the three.
And we continue to see more and more of this in today's NBA, Kev. Both of these teams have the green light to fire with any sliver of space from deep. This should be a shootout.
Let's go cross court to hear more about the season MP has put together.
Thank you, guys. This year, we've seen him pile up 50-point performances again and again, and he's set a record doing it. He now has the most 50-point games in a single season, another accolade for what's been a jaw-dropping season from him.
I mean, it's been breathtaking. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Matkovic in at the 5 spot. And there's the bucket from MP.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Poole outside. Just 5 to shoot. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, Jordan Poole with the 2 inside. Very nice.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Here's Williamson after the basket by Utah. Lays it up off the glass.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz. Murray against MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. You look at MP all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pass to Kessler. Back to MP. And the Jazz, another 3. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Matkovic. And it's sent back by Kessler.
A strong denial by Kessler at the rim. The 7-footer having none of it.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Williamson outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Utah comes into this one after the win against New Orleans.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. Yves Missi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Murray. Here's Alvarado. His last outing, he had 8 points. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Missi. Williamson looking it over. 5 on the clock. And here is Poole. And again, New Orleans has no up.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Buries it from 3-point range. MP's got 14 points for the game.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Poole outside. And he makes good on the layup.
shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And so, MV will bring it up for Utah. They have a 9-point lead. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Poole outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a missed layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
MP has been leading the charge for Utah. And he's... making a switch here. So the Pelican 5 right now. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Jose Alvarado is out there with Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5 down low.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He ended up with 59 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Hallie, we appreciate the update. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Alvarado passes to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jazz leading by 15. Here's Filipowski, and again it's Utah.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Murray, no good. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And the three ball is good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pelicans trail by 20. Murray looking around. Williamson outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's MP, and Utah again with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Bailey subbed in for Collier. The Pelicans also changing it up. Matkovic is checked in, and Poole subbed in for Jose Alvarado.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Now here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. Here's Williamson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I mean, he makes plays
like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Bailey. Takes the three. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. The three from Poole. That one doesn't drop. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Utah out in front, running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. This rookie race starting to go from a trot to a gallop, or maybe more like a canter for you equestrian and dressage fans out there.
Wait, what's dressage?
Well, it's sort of like
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Utah Jazz.
They're breaking at every...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Filipowski. MP out there with Bailey. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And Jones has it in the corner. Murray with the bounce pass. There's Williamson with the three. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Count that one.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. MP is number one.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 6. Murray for three. Rebound, Utah. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Here's Poole following the basket by MP. And stolen by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Shots good by Filipowski.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williamson kicks to Poole. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Murray against MP. Here's the three. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, well, the game is going global. Players Association president and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back to you.
Crossing over the borders. Allie, we thank you very much. Yves Missi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
And here is Poole. Following the three-pointer by MP. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to MP. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now Missi. Poole finds Murray. Six to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And 2 physical points for Murray, mixing it up down low.
Down low, here's Niang. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here is Poole. For 3, Murray hits the three-point bomb. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And so it's Utah, way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score.
Jazz with some changes. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for George Niang. And MP subbed in for Keontae George. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Matkovic is checked in. Herbert Jones comes in for Saddiq Bey. Poole's checked in for Hawkins. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Jordan Poole is out there with Murray. And it's Matkovic in at the center, locking down the middle. Utah's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. And the basket by MP.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
The 3, yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Matkovic to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
Boy, more and more, Jordan Poole looking to give the ball up. You love the improved playmaking.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Utah.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
For the Jazz. And this is checked in, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Martin.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
Back to Murray. The three from Poole. Drills the three-pointer.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Now here's Murray. To the middle. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. He gets it in there.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
MP outside. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it.
We're here with MP after a strong win. What did you see that you liked?
Guys were setting solid screens, diving for loose balls, and boxing out. We did a nice job on the boards, too, and that's always going to give you a chance. I feel like a few rebounds slipped away from me there, but, you know, that's something I got to work on. So that's just something I'll get better at and come out better next week.
Looking forward to it, MP. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.